Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Swindon Town Career Mode. Today we will be playing a huge game away to Preston in the FA Cup, and also I may have a double upload today, Career Mode guides. This time it will be Arsenal, so that's something you can look forward to. Here is what we played off camera. A lot of big games, 2 games to Charlton Athletic, who are top of the table at the moment. We won one and we drew one, which is very, very good, especially considering they are top of the table. That is the fixtures for today's month. I'm going to be simulating the rest of them apart from the Preston one. I only will be playing one game this month because it is the January transfer window and I kind of want to focus on transfers. Here is a quick overview of our pre-contract shortlist. As I said at the start of the series, I don't want to focus too much on pre-contracts, but there is a couple I will be trying to sign, especially if they're realistic. And the first one is Pedro Chirivella. It was requested in an episode a while ago, but we didn't have the money, so this time we are trying to go back in. He does play for a big club, and the problem when you try to sign someone from a big club in a lower league save is that they want a lot of money, and we just didn't have that money at the moment. So we will go back in for him if we can sell someone else, but for now we can't get him. If you do want me to sign anyone on this list, please just let me know in the comments below. I will be willing to listen to your suggestions, but only if it's possible. But in other news, we probably have the biggest game of the series so far. I know it's in the FA Cup, but it's away to Preston North End, a championship opponent, which we haven't faced yet. So if we can beat them, that would be a huge boost, not only for the team, but also for the morale. Here is their lineup. I know practically everybody on it. One notable one is Andrew Hughes, their left back. He is shortlisted for a potential pre-contract signing for us. Another player they have up top is Sean Maguire, who is always so OP in like championship career modes. We played a very rotated team though. Ben Gakpo, Dennis Garmisch, a lot of people who don't usually play. The only real first team player in it is Bailey Cargill. So it's going to be tough, especially that they're probably the best team we've played yet. But if we can get a win, that would be crazy. But they do start the highlights as they lay it off to Ryan Ledson, who has a pop but sends it just wide of the target. Next up, Andy King has acres of space and slides through Dennis Garmisch, who almost got his first goal for Swindon Town, and then McKeith, the debutant, missed the rebound. After that, McKeith has the ball on the left-hand side and slides through Andy King, who places it in the top right corner. Preston showing you a brilliant example of how not to play the offside trap. Andy King brilliantly dispatched that shot and stands in front of the Preston supporters. After that, Dennis Garmisch, the young Ukrainian striker, is sent through on goal, and he has an opportunity to get the first goal for the club, but he just couldn't keep his composure in front of goal, and he misses that one just wide. But after that, that will be the end of the first half, which we really dominated, and we should keep this up. After that, Preston start the highlights with a corner, but we do brilliantly to defend it. Andy King has the ball on the counter. He runs at him and slides through Dennis Garmisch, who just goes past one so effortlessly. And this time, could he finish it? Yes, he can. He keeps his composure on his weaker left foot and puts us 2-0 up. Really like the look of this Dennis Garmisch dude. He has been playing so good today, and compared to his debut in League One, he has improved so much. After that, Lloyd Isgrove has a chance to make his mark off the bench, but sends it just wide of the post. And we have really been dominating Preston, a championship opposition, which we really shouldn't be dominating. Straight from the goal kick, they do get a chance as I bring all my center backs out of position, and it was really poor defending from me. It's no one's fault. It's actually my fault, to be honest. And Preston get back in the game, which they really didn't deserve. After that, you want to see how we reply? We don't reply like most teams would. Most teams will drop their head and lose control of the game. But we take even more control, slide through Max Doty, who who puts the ball into the back of the net. We should be starting chanting, "Are we Barcelona in disguise?" After that, we do get on the front foot again. This time, Toby Price, driving the ball forward, has the opportunity to pass, but decides to go alone, sends Lloyd Isgrove through. I don't know how he made that, taps it back to Toby Price, and Toby Price wraps up all 3 points. It really sums up how the afternoon went. We have been just destroying them, playing rings around them. They can't cope with us, and we really show that in the scoreline. Anyways, that will be the end of the game. They kick off, and straight after kickoff, it is the final whistle. We go through to the next round, which I don't know if it's good because that means an extra game, and I don't really want to be paying attention to the FA Cup, but at least it's another trophy we could still win. I highly doubt it, but we can try. I'm not completely sure how Toby Price got the match ball, though. He came on and got 1 goal and 0 assists. When someone like Andy King, he got a goal and 2 assists, or Dennis Garmisch, they had brilliant games, but they give it to, out of all people, Toby Price. This game is going to give me a huge selection headache going into the league games, mainly because I used my entire B team, and everybody in the B team showed a reason why they should be in the first team. But I did opt to play most of the first team players, mainly because all the B team players weren't fit, and it paid off. We got the 3-0 victory against Shrewsbury Town, which I'm pretty sure Shrewsbury Town hasn't got a single win yet. Next up, I do get a transfer offer for Kanye Woolery, which I do accept because I could use the money. He's not really part of my first team plans, as I do have Toby Price and Lucas McKeith coming up from the youth team, so I think I will accept that. Next up, we do simulate a game away to Colchester. I did give a few B team players a chance, and it paid off as we get the 2-0 win and a clean sheet. After that, we do simulate a game at home to Walsall, where we get the 4-1 victory as we keep our brilliant streak in this month going. Here we do get the confirmation of Woolery departing the club. That does give us a few cash for other signings, so I think that was a good sale. Then we do have another game in the FA Cup. As I said, I'm not really too bothered, and I was only playing 1 game this month. I probably would have played the Watford game if I knew we were going through, but we lost 3-0, and that's kind of disappointing, but I'm not really too bothered. After that, we go back in for Pedro Chirivella. If this one doesn't work, we're not going to sign him, mainly because he's going to have pretty high salary, and he won't go straight into the first team, and they say it's insulting again, so we're not going to be bringing in Pedro Chirivella. But one position we do need is a new center back. I have 2 on my short list who go by the name of Matthew Pennington and Jack Simpson. I opted for Jack Simpson mainly because Matthew Pennington was 2 years older, same rating, and Matthew Pennington had more wages, so I decided to go for Jack Simpson. Obviously, as I said, I do want to keep this series quite realistic. I feel like a broken record saying that, but Jack Simpson obviously struggling to get in the Bournemouth team in real life, so I feel like that is a realistic pre-contract signing, and when I make pre-contracts, that's like the main thing I want to keep realistic. Next, I found this dude named Collie Oliveira Sosa. I've never heard of this dude, but looking at his main attributes, this dude looks like he could be a very, very key player for us, as shown in this thing, because he wants to be a crucial first-team player, and he will be coming in next transfer window. I checked the loan list, and we only have 2 strikers at the club right now, so if one gets injured, we won't have a backup. So I did go in for this dude who goes by the name of Hayburn Murphy. I'm pretty sure he plays for Tranmere Rovers in real life. Another loan target is Lucas Candido. He probably will be replacing Ezekiel Friars. He looks really, really good, and he will go straight in our first team, of course, if he accepts the loan offer. After that, we do get some more news, a monthly scouting update, and confirmation of the Hayburn Murphy deal going through. So Hayburn Murphy is in. Going through the monthly scouting update, this one is from Scotland. I rejected everybody apart from one who goes by the name of Oliver Morrison, and I decide to scout him farther. After that, I do get the news that Candido, the young left back, is loaned in from RB Leipzig. Then we do simulate the final game of the episode, this time away to Rochdale, which we destroy in a 3-0 win. On deadline day, I kind of just want to keep the team I got. A transfer offer coming in for Andy King, who I have no plans to sell. Obviously was brilliant against Preston, which probably drew the interest from St. Pauli, the German side. But my plan was to just sit out the transfer window, do nothing else, and that's exactly what we do, keeping the team we have. Here is a quick update on the youth team monthly report. If you do want me to promote anyone or release anyone, I will listen to comments below because I don't really know what I want to do with the youth team right now. Here is a quick overview of the League One table. It's very, very tight. Obviously, only 2 automatic promotion spots, but every single team is fighting it out. All 2 points in the difference. Everyone gives thoughts and prayers to Shrewsbury, bottom with 0 points. But with that said, that will be the end of today's episode. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like, and I will see you in the next episode.